All right, this is adding leg bands to the apple tree bunny bottoms. I've got my leg band pieces cut out. I'm going to fold them hot dog style. So these are the simple cuffs. I'm going to fold this in half. Nothing fancy. These are the typical cuffs that you see with most of the apple tree bunny bottoms. They are longer than typical because they are meant to be folded up for smaller babies and then folded down as they get older. Again, we're taking it right sides together and we're going to fold it in half, making sure that all of our pieces line up. We're going to slide our fold portion in, give it a couple stitches, lift the presser foot, and tuck our tails to make sure that they're secure. And you can see here that that tail is nice and secure without causing any bunching or any extra added bulk. Now, because I do cover stitch the inside of my bunny bottoms, one of these has to go on the far right side. So if you look at the two pieces here, you've got the right side and the left side. One of them needs to be folded from the far right side. We're going to flip that right side out. And the other needs to be folded or unfolded from the far left side. All right, so this way, if you can see inside there, one of these sides has all of the seam and the other side has no seam. So this is important when we put them into the pant so that way we can nest the seams up appropriately. So I'm going to start with the one that I have, and I'm going to slide it into the correct pant leg, and I'll show you how I know in just a minute. So I have cover stitched my seam to the right. So I need to pair it with the cuff that has the seam to the left. So we're going to nest those seams up, and that means that we're going to find those seams and line them up perfectly. And because I've got reasonable experience, I'm going to do this just without any clips. I'm going to insert this under my presser foot without letting the nested seam come apart. And then I'm going to line up all 3 layers, and I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm going to line up all 3 layers. I'm going to stretch the cuff without stretching any of the pant, and when I get to the side seam, I'm going to just push it the right way, so that way all of my seams are facing towards the back consistently. I'm going to separate my needle threads from my looper threads. And give it a quick couple overhand knots to prevent it from unraveling. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And again, I have cover stitched my seam to the left, so I'm going to pair it with the cuff that has the seam going to the right. And one last time. Stretching the band without stretching the pant. Once we get to the side seam, make sure that we're facing it the right way, so that way it is all of our seams are facing towards the back. Separating the loopers and the needles, giving it a couple overhand knots, trimming the threads, and you've got a completed pant. Got a waistband, And it is normal to see these little bits of gathering. It's not actual gathering, it's just that the waistband is so much smaller than the pant. So you get kind of a little bit of gathering, but that's completely normal and it's to be expected. Now, when we have the normal bands, you've got a band like this, and not bands, but cuffs. When you fold them up to make it for a smaller child, you've got the print on the inside as well.